Well, there's an update after Sandy. This is a Halloween, 31st of October. I finished off the greenhouse job. I fastened the plastic all the way down the front, down the side. I put this strip of wood up here as a protection on this cover, and I'm going to use that as a base to put something larger on for the squirrels to climb up and down and maybe keep from putting holes in this. Trimmed everything out. Only thing I have to do is take that upper plate off and put that little piece of plastic underneath that drip edge. But the nice thing about this, with over 4 inches of rain, it is bone dry in here. You can see it's all attached and dry. There's no water on the bricks. Just having that sealed up like that keeps it airtight. I dug up all my Amarylis bulbs. I think I had 57 of them at last count. I think I lost a couple of the smaller ones. And I've got them in these trays. I generally keep them on the back porch. I put these out here just so you can see them. Even the small ones had super roots. And see how you have a baby showing up on the side? See, there's another one there that's growing on the side. I need to do a video on Amarylis bulbs. Some of these are probably, I would say, at least 20 years old. And when you store them, they like to be laid on their sides. When I put them in here, I try to leave them on their sides. And then I let them dry out. You need to let them dry out perfectly, and then I'm going to do a video on how to store all this kind of stuff for people that haven't used it before. This is a Azalea that I grew from a cutting, I don't know, at least a dozen years ago, and I left it in this pot. Well, I had it in smaller pots. I finally got to this pot, the wind knocked it over, and we generally keep it here and keep it outside. And then in the springtime, when it has all the flowers about to open, we take it in the house. Now this year it's getting a little too big for that, and I might need to stick it in the ground this next spring, but we'll try it one more year. It is getting big. My Dahlia's got beat down a little bit. This one broke off because I didn't have it staked properly. I just didn't have enough time to do everything. But I want to show you how big this trunk is coming off that bulb. Now that is the biggest one I've ever seen. I mean, I can put my fingers around it, but it's I would say 2 inches across, and it was way up here before it broke off from the sheer weight of it. Now the wind and all beat these down. You can see this. This is my glorified bonsai tree that I've been neglecting, and so it's gotten a little tall, and it was out here but got knocked over. And I'm going to have to pull all these bulbs and store them. This plant that my wife had when she was in college back in the 60s had been neglected. We left it in the house all last summer, and it was looking pretty bad, but we brought it out here. We like to hide it up under these dog's woods next to my pond. Now you know how the pond gets so many leaves in it, and it has done quite well here. I think it's rejuvenated itself. You can tell this is an old plant. Look at all the roots that are coming out of this stem and going all the way down. But we put this out here with a very few leaves on it. You can see it in one of my earlier videos, and I don't know, it looks like it's got over a dozen leaves on it. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yes, 18 on it. The plants that were in the gazebo have fared pretty well. We took all the hanging baskets down before the storm and just stuck them in here so that they get a little protection and won't get blown off and knocked on the ground. You can tell I have a few too many spider plants.